Man, the end of 2021 is shaping up to be a pretty good one for Call of the Wild. Something is in the works. I see Isaac already in there saying great one, fallow deer. Man, the way they're making it sound, if it's not a great one, I've been saying this in like every stream. If it's not a great one after them just saying great 12 times per stream, it better be something really, really good. But assuming that that is the direction they're going in, I really wanted to get out here on Rancho once again. We were here 2 days ago in a video, I think it was, and it just felt like some of our herds were kind of shifted around, and that happened on Layton when we got our initial great one, so I wanted to pretty much check every single spot here on Rancho just in case there's anything good. And Scarecrow, thank you for the 9 months, by the way. 9 months, holy YouTube baby. What are we naming it? I think we should name it, Great 2. That'll be his name. Cranberry sauce. Oh, that's a 12 out of 12 name. What's up, Billy? Bottom boys in here. Should I buy this map? Well, I would probably at least wait for tomorrow and see exactly what the new content is going to be. And then maybe make your decision after that. Because, well, they've said Hirschfelden and Te Awaroa is going to be the 2 maps to look for. Obviously, you have Hirschfelden, if you have the game. But I wouldn't say it's the best map for almost anything, so I may lean towards trying to get Te, or maybe one of the other maps that whatever we're gonna see ends up being on. So yeah, I'd wait. Not great the second, just great 2. Yes. Kill something cool as my birthday. I will try my best, Tyler, and happy birthday. Our last hunt, if I remember correctly, we killed a diamond out here, and quite honestly, was it the day before, Kyla, you came out here and shot a diamond on my game too? Mm-hmm. So, I'm really, maybe it's grasping at straws, but I've been drawing some parallels to the initial great one we got. That day, I shot 2 diamonds, and then a great one. The herds moved around. That's happened here on Rancho. Recently, we've shot 2 diamonds. Cross my fingers thinking maybe there's some sort of hope that we can get one before any sort of new content drops. That would be really nice to, you know, not have any kind of thing to go back to and any reason to come back when maybe there is something else to continue chasing. But for the moment, we still have a active second great one grind. And despite the fact that my plan for today's stream is to check literally every spot where whitetail can drink, we're still going to be shooting whitetail as if we're doing a normal grind and a normal run. I would think we're going to get through everything with plenty of time left to start a second run through, and you never know what kind of respawns we may see, so that's going to be the plan for this. Diamond fallow deer, a massive imagine a great one fallow? Well, I forget, was it in a stream or where I said it, but that's kind of my perspective as well. If they, like, I feel like there is room to do it, but compare the big rack great one whitetail to a diamond. Like, how big could a great one fallow be? It would literally diamond moose antlers on a fallow deer, I feel like, is about what we'd be looking at. Any IRL hunting content coming? So, yeah, I've explained this a couple of places. I forget if I made a community tab post. I meant to. But, basically, we're trying to do, like, slightly higher produced style content this year. So, the way that I've described it, like, a lot of times if you watch, say, a hunting television show or something, it's, like, multiple hunts, or multiple hunters' hunts, put into one episode. So, like, you may see a 20-minute video where 7 minutes is me hunting, 7 minutes maybe Kyla hunting, and 7 minutes is maybe TK. That's how I'd like to do it. I'm really hoping that's going to turn out well. We'll kind of see, but it is going to be further down the road until some of that stuff is released. But the way that I don't know exactly when further down the road is. The way that I would like it to work out is that, you know, it's at a point where in the future there's not nearly as big a gap between, say, 2021 season and 2022. We'll have to kind of see. TJ Riddle, thank you for the super chat, by the way. We're getting a European rabbit great one, and you know it. It would blow my mind if they did it, but it's also such an EW thing to set us off on a wild goose chase. Could be, if it was a great one goose, it would be quite literally a wild goose chase, but just like make us think it's one thing and then end up releasing another. They've done that time and time again, so I don't know, what would they do for a great one European rabbit, though? One the size of a capybara. You shot a diamond mountain goat at 60 with the bow? That's pretty cool, Jack. I don't think I've shot any sheep or goat species with the bow. At least not as a diamond. I should try that sometime. I think that'd be pretty cool. Just want 7 minutes of Bottomland Oasis. Yeah, I don't know exactly when or where in things that's going to fit, but there is easily 7 minutes of content. There's probably more out of that particular hunt, and if not for that one morning where my camera said no you, there would be almost an entire episode's worth of hunting just in that one. Alright, I don't see anything else, so we can fast travel. The laws, the end of whitetail have really gone down, and again, that's where it feels like, I don't know, the herds have changed. I was used to shooting like 8 or 9 bucks here by the end. I mean, look at all these does. There's a buck that we didn't get. Don't know where he was hiding. But, I think we'd like to get him to hide in the ground, ideally. Not the best of shooting, but it'll get the job done. What's up, Mel? Super stoked for tomorrow. I am as well. I really can't wait to see what they have in store for us. They've been hyping it up in a way that they haven't hyped up anything in quite some time in my experience. I mean, this map got quite a lot of hype, but I felt like we knew what it was pretty early on. This is very much kind of like a mystery thing. Your kill to diamond ratio is way higher than mine. Any tips on how to get more? Well, part of it is the fact that I do a lot of multiplayer, and when I'm in multiplayer, I'm pretty much only trying to shoot like diamonds or, you know, high scoring animals in general. Let's go to some of these places that don't have hunting pressure, because like I said, I want to go everywhere that whitetail can drink today, just in case. But anyway, yeah. Multiplayer is a big aspect of that, but it is ultimately, you know, coming down to luck. I would say that trying to shoot all your males in single player generally is a good idea. Give multiplayer a shot. I definitely recommend it for diamond hunting. Just be aware there are, you know, I guess there's some negative aspects to multiplayer as well. One of them being, sometimes you get players on ATVs that chase you or stuff like that. Just gotta find a server where none of that's going on. What time do they usually do the updates? So a lot of times it's early morning my time, which is probably gonna mess with things. I was hoping to maybe try to hunt tomorrow morning. And again, the Steelers play tonight. I'm probably gonna be up late watching that, so who knows what's gonna happen. Maybe I'll make a video and then run out a little later in the morning, but yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern on Expansive Worlds channel tomorrow for the news. Okay. I wonder if they'll update before that. Is that what they've said? Is that the stream time, Kyla?
Yes.
Interesting, it's 11 a.m. Eastern. Because daylight savings time, we've caught up now. So that would mean their own stream is an hour later their time? I don't know. Is it me, or is Flinter barely hearable? I'm hitting the same levels I usually am on the microphone. It should be okay. I can turn down the music a slight bit if that might help. Go down like a decibel and a half or so, maybe 2. It's a bobcat down there. Had my dad pull my climber from my spot overlooking the creek. It's my most comfortable stand, and I'm going to need it for the all-day sits I've got planned for this coming weekend. Ooh. Nice, dude. So, oh wait, no, that was at a different place. I was thinking maybe it was from that stand that you saw your big one, but no, that wouldn't make sense considering it was not the same property. I hear him same as usual. Billy's good. Alright, good. What's going on tomorrow? Well, we don't have any official information. The best that we have is that essentially they've said something great is coming tomorrow, and they've said great like 12 times per stream the last bunch of streams. It really feels as though they're trying to hint at another great one coming out, and the information they gave us is that whatever is happening can be found on Hirschfelden and Te Awaroa. So if it's a great one, there are 3 species that cross those 2 maps. That would be red deer, fallow deer, and European rabbit. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel like European rabbit can at least somewhat be ruled out. I don't want to completely overlook it just in case, because I swear if everybody just rules them out, and then if they were to add that and like a month later nobody knows what happened, that would be kind of annoying. But it would seem to me that red deer or fallow deer are going to be the direction to look in. But we will know soon enough. I'm gonna say 12, I don't know, 16 hours from now, maybe a little bit plus or minus, I think we'll know. Was hunting this weekend, had a big buck like 50 yards away. Forgot to take the safety off my gun. Oh no. That's never good. I don't know if that's a practice thing necessarily. I was gonna say that can come down to just experience with a gun and stuff, but sometimes in the heat of the moment it's just something that, I don't know, your mind just kind of skips a step, and that's an unfortunate step to skip, unfortunately. That doe was pretty late on the whole spooking aspect, I do say. Got my first diamond moose today on Medved. Nice, Kyle. Pretty cool map to get a diamond moose. I've always liked hunting moose on Medved. I don't know, Medved's a tough map to hunt. There goes a buck up in there. I don't know if we can get a shot off. We may just kind of, you know, for lakes like this that I don't really intend to do much grinding, I don't mind generally kind of letting the whitetail go and just checking tracks. Thing is, you never know if a particular animal just hasn't left any footprints. Mostly does all through here, though. Any IRL content coming out soon? Yeah, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, so I'll keep my explanation short this time, but basically we are going to do it. It's just going to be a little further down the road because we're trying to make a more professional / highly produced kind of thing. So we'll see how that pans out. I think, you know, from the events that have happened thus far in this season, I think it's going to be pretty cool, but yeah, that'll remain to be seen, I do suppose. Why I'm shooting rabbits on a whitetail grind, you ask? Because I still don't have a second diamond or rare male for that multi-mount. So, I mean, I shot so many rabbits in my single-player map. I truly believe there is a diamond on my map, if not several diamonds on my map, but I just don't know where. I feel like I've been everywhere this map has rabbits and I have yet to see any, but who knows. Tomorrow, Flinter retires from streaming Call of the Wild and is switching to Classic. I'll tell you what, dude, I've really been enjoying Classic lately. Kyle and I sometimes just play it for fun. What map did we play on stream yesterday? Yeah, Hirsch was actually a good time. Zaggy came in and did a mass switch. We were doing Red Feather, and ended up shooting a 267 stag on Hirsch. You know, I was really pleased to see as well. The Classic video yesterday did pretty decent, especially, you know, in terms of where Classic videos tend to be. Always cool to see people checking out that game, you know, 11, 12 years later, whatever it is. Went on a goose grind, and 26 diamonds later, I finally got a rare diamond. You are an absolute mad lad, Quit Bike. 26 diamond geese. That would, I don't know, that's about what I would say is standard generally for, like, super rares in these kinds of grinds, but I don't know, I feel like when it's geese and you're literally just sitting still and waiting for one to spawn, that would take a lot of patience. I do this all the time. I just back right into my tent as I'm spotting those deer. Good job, Billy. Hunting IRL right now? Well, good luck, man. It's that time of year. Early November. I wish I could have gotten out tonight, but the whole daylight savings time thing, as much as I definitely don't mind, like, getting home from hunting at 6:30 and still having time to do stuff in the evenings. When I stream till 5 and it's dark at 5:30, there's not a whole lot of hunting to do after that, so just gonna be chilling at home today, I guess. Maybe getting ready for whatever this great thing is that's coming tomorrow. Was that not a long shot? Excuse me, sir. How did you avoid getting smoked in the vitals, huh? Listen, if you could go in a straight line. Every time he, like, ducks down. He's probably going to start bleeding out and start sprinting sooner rather than later. Yep, there it is. I feel like I'm not bad at this game. I should be able to make that shot. The running in circles thing doesn't help, but... That hit him? I don't know. Is it really worth the time? Probably not, but we'll go over there. I guess I should have done that to begin with. How old is Flinter? 12. Times 2. Still still not dead. I don't hear it. I think I did just see it, though. Well, I don't know. Got a blow up with my Hoyt here in Arizona yesterday. That's really cool. One day, I want to bow hunt elk. So the update drops at 4 p.m. for me tomorrow then? Is that based off the 11 a.m. Eastern news thing? Or where did that come from? I might have missed something. So what rare diamond did you get, Quit Mike? I saw somebody posted a brown hybrid diamond recently, but I feel like that wasn't you. Not sure. Does anyone know what the mullet run is? I certainly do not. What did I miss? Minus me sending like 11 bullets at the same deer and not getting it. Not too much. We're essentially trying to check out every possible spot where a whitetail can spawn today, and just make sure there's no great ones that have been hiding on our map. Maybe none that have spawned from recent hunts, because it certainly sounds like we're going to be hunting other maps, potentially starting tomorrow. So I wanted to at least, you know, somewhat confirm to myself that we're not missing anything by not being on Rancho. And eventually we'll get back to it if we don't kill one today. Got a Melodiamond Jackal. I saw that, or actually I guess I didn't see it. Kyla told me about it. What, yesterday or the day before? That's pretty cool. I don't know, like super rare predator species I think are really cool. I've never had the patience to grind for that kind of thing, but to stumble on one would be just one of the coolest things I can imagine in this game. When grinding for a great one and bucks stop spawning, what should I do to have them spawn back? Generally speaking, in what I've seen, they are still on the map, they're just somewhere else. So I would start looking at some of your other zones. There's probably zones that maybe you haven't been hunting, maybe you're not aware of, that have started to spawn bucks in. And finding those can be the difficult part of things, but kind of has to be done. Are you planning on streaming tomorrow, Wolverine? I'll have to see. I'm thinking it really depends on how active the hunting is tomorrow. If things are kind of slow, maybe I'll come back around 9 or 10 o'clock and fire up a stream for a bit and then hunt the evening. That would probably be the... that might be the way to go. Because a lot of times what I've been doing is recording and editing in that time frame, and that basically doesn't leave me enough time to get out as early as I'd like in the evening. So maybe that'll kind of be the tentative plan, but yeah, we'll have to see what's going on. What's up, Sam? It's a phenomenon where millions of mullet... What is a mullet? Migrate south along the coast of Florida into fishing reaches its peacock during the year? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on anymore. I feel like I'm being trolled. What are the best times on fallow on Hirschfeld? And all my zones got deleted and I wanted to work on my missions. If you want to hunt them during their drink time, it's 9 to 1300. They also are pretty easily found in the fields during their feed time, which is 5 to 9. So there's a pretty good window, basically all throughout the entire morning on Hirsch. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like kind of river systems on Hirsch that can make it tough, but there's also a lot of fields, so I don't know that one is necessarily better than the other. How do you know that you have found all your whitetail drink zones? I mean, the only way to be absolutely certain is run to where you can spot every lake or body of water on the map. Anywhere. Like, there's a little bit of water here. There's a tiny lake here that has whitetail. We're going to go up and visit that today. It's a spot that we don't usually go to. It's not a spot we focused on for grinding. But there could be respawns there. They don't always respawn in the same place, and I want to go up and see what's going on there. So, yeah, you literally just have to cover all your ground. There's no indication that you found everything. You just have to be meticulous in your scouting, I guess I would call it. Why can't you play on it tomorrow? What you mean? A mullet is a fish found in Florida and other areas? Oh, I was thinking of the hair. I wondered if it was a fish, but I'd never heard of it, so I thought I was getting trolled. So happy I can make it to a stream. Hopefully it'll be a good one, man. I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what some of these other lakes have for whitetail, because we've been just hitting the same ones over and over. I don't know how many whitetail bucks we are into this grind. Somewhere between 800 and 1,000 would be my guess. I haven't counted like I did last time. It's also harder to count than last time. In the past, or on Layton I should say, I could pretty reliably kill 20 to 30 bucks, and I would pretty much know how many I killed just based off like how many zones I got to in the amount of time. Rancho, it's more than that, to the point that I can't keep track without just writing it down. And that's not something I'm particularly good at, so that's not been my approach thus far. 955, let's run this entire lake and kind of eliminate it, because I know it's going to be a pain. You broke the table back there? There's a bald leucistic whip bike? I'm so jealous of that. Your title is one last run before tomorrow on Rancho? Oh, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, so evidently, according to EW, something great is coming to the game starting tomorrow, and they have told us that Hirschfelden and Te Aroa are going to be the maps. Ooh, thick pheasant, thick molting pheasant even. Hold on. Might go and find that. I think I have a shotgun on me, in fact. That's kind of lucky. Anyway, yeah, Hirschfelden and Te Aroa are going to be the maps to focus on, so knowing that Rancho is not the map to focus on, I figure we're not going to be on Rancho for quite some time. Pretty much comes down to that. Nicholas, thank you for the super chat. Do I need the update? Do I need to update the game to get the new maps? Trying to make sure. So, like, when they release a new map, a new update comes with it. If you are purchasing a DLC map, no, you'll have to quit the game and reopen it to be able to play that map. But no, you don't have to do any updates. I think sometimes that's to, like, install the content, but that's only, you know, a couple of seconds usually. There was that warning call, but I never saw it. Little sneaky fella. I think it's fallow, or else New Zealand would be there for red deer too. What? New Zealand is there. Maybe where did that track just go? Maybe I don't understand what you mean, Billy? Or parquet though, right? So, the only thing I'm gonna add to that, if that's what you're saying, like Kyla was saying, they didn't add one of the red deer maps, there was no exclusivity in that statement. So it doesn't say they're only on those maps. Those were just two maps that were listed. So I don't necessarily think that they would, because that kind of just narrows it down to Euro rabbits or fallow deer, if that's the case. And that seems unlikely to me that they would make it between those two, because, I mean, maybe it is European rabbits, but I don't think any of us expect it to be. So, I don't know. I don't quite know what to make of that. Gotta put on both sides of my headset to attempt to locate this pheasant. So a lot of times, what you need to do, and it's not any easier for the fact that there is no particle effect on the tracks, but if you can find where they start trotting, kind of like they're fleeing from you in that defensive state, you need like one track to know the direction, and then they're generally just hidden in some brush. But where it's hidden, that I don't quite know. We had that one track after the feed zone. Now the feed zone, it should have been over, right? No, it's 11:30. He probably was in there just now, but where did he go? Was this a walk or a trot track? That's walk that way. That's walk that way. Okay, that doesn't really help me that much. Really just want to know what it is. I've never killed a diamond pheasant off my own map. All 3 or 4, I think 4, that we have been multiplayer kills. It just would be nice to get like a single player diamond pheasant. But considering I can't even find the track, I don't know. Great 1 Euro rabbit is exactly what I wanted. I think, deep down, it's really what we all wanted. Who knows? Was that a thing? Nope. Just the clue. I'm really wasting... Hi. Maybe that's what I need? I feel like I'm really wasting a lot of whitetail drink time. I didn't expect this to take very long, but sometimes when you can't find the track, that's kind of how it goes. Would love to see a blue track to confirm that he went up into this area. I'm seeing no such tracks, but I also don't see any pheasant tracks to rule out the fact that it's him. I could imagine him running that far. It's within reason. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a great one-year rabbit. Maybe it would have antlers like a jackalope. See, that would be a kinda cool idea. I wouldn't hate it. They had the Robits in the Hunter Classic. I thought that was actually sort of neat. Okay. There's a pheasant in here. You don't look like the one. Lame. Anybody else? No wonder we never saw the max weight one. They hung around on the ground for so long in this area. Well, I don't know. Maybe one worth leaving a waypoint towards? We could, wait. No. That's no. I'm gonna screenshot that just for future reference. We may run into it on our way back down, too. Who knows? Got a level 2 male light gray leucistic. Nice, Kyla. Robits in Call of the Wild confirmed. It's happening. Imagine like a Euro rabbit hops out of the burrow and it's got like, I don't know, elk antlers. Might not be the most realistic, but it could happen. You just gotta believe. No scope. It was, you know, one of the tougher shots, considering the pheasant didn't fill my entire screen, but we made it happen. Man, if we could just hit one track. We gotta go down to this lake anyway, so... Oh, hold on. If there's a hen in there... Where's the rooster? There is a whole flock of them. Alright, we're gonna chase after that. Just in case. We'll give it a shot. What doesn't Hunt Club Beta... Why doesn't Hunt Club Beta work anymore? I've never really had an answer for that. Something just happened, right? Yeah, there was... Oh, that might be our guy. One of them is, I think. Not that one. Eh, it's just a thing, too. Also, not gonna get the score, but... Need the respawn at this point. Wait a minute. Was that a different rooster then? Because I swear we dropped the first one. 2.41 kg. What's the 2.3? Is the minimum estimate? That's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, Landon, thank you for the super chat, man. It is greatly appreciated. We need to try to find our pheasants real quick and then be on our way. I was like certain. There's blood there. Well, I don't know. I feel as though I remember dropping that one, but maybe we didn't. Do you get bored of this game? Not really. Like, I don't know, I've said it before. I think EW tends to be pretty good at releasing new content around the time that I start to really search for something to do. So for instance, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we got a couple of the other diamonds that I've been after for a while. The Diamond Iberian Wolf over on Quattro was pretty nice. I'm trying to even think of what some of the other recent good kills were. But yeah, like, it's gotten to a point where I've felt like a lot of the stuff that I've been really after for quite some time, we've kind of gotten that I didn't have as much to do. And right as we start to reach that point, all of a sudden there is something new coming to the game. That's what keeps me going in it. Usually I have enough to do between updates. I don't know if someday that trend is going to run out, I guess, when eventually we catch up on diamonds and rares and all that stuff, but who knows? There's always improvement to be made on, you know, trophy lodges, especially when it comes to an ever-growing list of in-game species. I mean, we're always trying to have like a diamond of everything and one of every diamond in the trophy lodge and all this stuff where it takes a lot of time to do that. Roe deer would be cool. I've seen some posts of Siberian roe deer, and if they ever added those to Call of the Wild, I think I'd really hunt them a lot. Like, I like the roe deer in Call of the Wild. Ever since they got their true X, they're a lot better than they used to be. But I don't know, the biggest... Wow, there's a bunch of whitetail in there. The biggest of diamond roe deer still is never nearly as impressive to me as, like, even, say, a small diamond moose, for instance. I don't know that I have the grunt call today, but we can scoot in and see what's going on in there. It almost looked like a white deer, but I think it's a bridge or something. Don't mind me. What's up, Joe? Rower awesome, no cap. Somebody just shot a melanistic diamond roe deer. In fact, I just saw it like this morning or last night or something. That's a pretty cool super rare. Rare roe deer are some of the better looking ones. The piebald roes are all really, really nice. That was like a decent looking buck. Not saying I'm going to grind this particular zone or anything, but it's not bad. The issue with that one is it's just in some really thick brush. Hard to kind of see. If you set up a tent in the right area, though, I think it'd be alright. Rabbit spawning calling over there. See, this is a lake that I've done very little with all throughout the release of Rancho. So, what was that? Random little buck by himself? Oh, there's a couple over there. We'll go and give that a look. So yeah, there might be good stuff with this lake. I truly don't know. I've pretty well avoided it. I think Kyla's hunted this one more than I have. Probs indeed. Isaac, thank you for the super chat. Where would you recommend on a Rancho for mule? Pretty simple answer, actually. The 3 lakes here. These 3, and then if you... That's during the drink time, which is 14 to 1700. If you go down along the southern road here, there's also a ton of mule deer during like their rest time down there. Why must you make me cry that I have no super rares? It kind of blows my mind that you have like 12 great ones and no super rares. That's always the thing that's... I don't know. When I did my great one grind on Layton, and you know, I got 2 super rare whitetail, it seemed pretty lucky, but I was always of the opinion, like, because it was my first real grind in Call of the Wild. I was just like, oh, I guess that's just what happens if you really apply yourself and shoot, you know, 1500 whitetail, a couple of super rares come along. But then you see like the amount of whitetail that people have shot on these grinds, and boy, that looks light. Is that gray? Yeah, it's gray. Anyway, yeah, the luck there was 12 times more than I ever thought. How do you get diamonds so easily? Well, one thing I would say is that the videos tend to make it look easier than it is to get diamonds. You know, I may hunt. The classic video yesterday was a pretty good example. I never did kill anything very special. Common thick bobcat track there, by the way. But I spent 3.5 hours there. And I think I had one decent-ish buck. There's all kinds of things happening, including bucks running at me. That's got me all thrown off. But yeah, I don't know, when stuff gets edited, it ends up looking like the time between diamonds and big animals and all that is a lot less than it is. I think that's what's really difficult to properly, I don't know, show the passage of time. I've done videos in the past where like I hunt for 8 hours in multiplayer, and 99% of that is running around spotting a bunch of level 2s, but on occasion, you know, like a level 5 elk pops up or something, and that's what's included in the video, not all those level 2s that are a bunch of nothing. One day I'm going to make just a really, really long video, and I would stream it, but then it wouldn't make as much sense. I'm just going to do like an uncut, I don't know, several hour video and just show what normally goes into those kinds of hunts, because I think that does get lost in the editing process and all that. That one deer in there looks pretty dark to me. I need to... Of course it's going to run right behind the brush. Wow. Well, okay. I guess we'll go and pick up tracks, because it did a perfect job of staying out of view. You know, animals in real life, I swear they have a knack for doing that. Oh, that's awkward. I don't know if we'll pick that one up. Anyway, they have a knack for like getting behind a tree and then walking directly away so you never see them again. What's up, Caleb? No, you indeed. What's up, Kyler? Really? That's not going to help with the whole gaining cash thing, is it?
I know. Spent my
Ooh.
20,000. Now I'm like, hey.
You just.
Every time I go over and the screen like has a little line.
The screen has a weird line?
Yeah, like that old TV would. You know what I'm talking about?
We had that with something else, didn't we?
Like it lets me see the track, but it won't let me pick up the angle. But like the other 20 I can pick up.
Does it?
Maybe if I stand hit E.
I would try it. Does it say collect trophy beside it?
No.
Huh.
It just says examine track.
Well, that is rather odd.
Give me mine!
Just you spamming stuff back there.
Sorry.
What do you hope the next great one is? Musk deer. I want to see
Stop it.
a musk deer with elephant tusks. You don't believe me?
No, you would not enjoy that.
No, I would absolutely hate it. My diamond musk deer grind was a pain. That almost broke me. Imagine like doing a great one musk deer grind when one diamond was difficult. You have to get like 8 diamonds or something before anything good shows up. I don't know why I went this way. You have to run all the way back through this deep water to go get the bobcat. Albino? No, it was a common, unfortunately. I would love a rare bobcat. We've done a bit of bobcat hunting on this map. It's just never been something that I sustained. It's tough when you want to do a particular grind like the Great One grind. You kind of have to keep all your tents and stuff set up for that, and then setting up for like a bobcat grind or something doesn't work as good. And actually, a lot of the same setups will work here, but even still, you can't be as efficient as ideal. I must see that. What's up, Rewind? I'm doing good, man. How about you? What's happening tomorrow? The best we know is something great that has to do with Hirschfelden and Te Awaroa. Most certainly sounds like a great one of some kind, but apparently at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow on their stream we'll find out for sure. The amount of deer that we missed out on today is kind of sad. Rabbit tracks out here. Rare bobcats is pretty nice. Yeah, classic rare bobcats. Get out of here, my guy. 12 times rarer than any Call of the Wild rare. I had a male albino shot on one of my stream maps, Vector. 8 something. I don't care if it's a great one, bunny or duck. I'm grinding the heck until I get one. 1 or like 6. I need a definitive answer in writing right now. Great one musk deer would look pretty sick though. I don't know what they could do other than tusk length. Where did we talk about that? Was it yesterday's stream over on Twitch? I don't know where we were having this conversation, but somebody mentioned like body size of the animals, and I do think that it would be really nice if there was like visible differences in the body size between like say a great one and, I don't know, for whitetail, a 55 to 70 kg buck. The fact that they actually do have the same body model is pretty unfortunate. Like 6, there you got in writing. Oh dear. What's up, Corpse? Have you seen the things coming to YouTube for streaming? Lots of good things. I was told about some of it. I don't know all of the details, but it's encouraging. I think streaming has slowly but surely kind of grown on YouTube as a platform. We're going to have to reset the time here. Chasing that pheasant all for naught. Be pretty cool if you shot one on stream though. One day, perhaps. Huge. Just an absolute specimen. Do you think a diamond albino kudu is cool for my first diamond? No, a super rare as the first diamond's not cool. That's about as cool as you can get. I've only seen a couple of diamond albino kudu. There's been a few posted around the community, but not many. That's gonna be annoying. Don't know if we'll get to claim that one either. I'd like to, but you know what? What are we at? We need to get... Let's see. If we started like at this outpost, we could check across and then up, and it won't take long. Okay, we'll wait for our... Where'd he go? What are you doing over there, rascal? What's it? Where was the buck at? There he is. Well, that's only going to take 12 years. This is what I love. Chill vibes, hunting, you know, just really just vibes. Just hanging out. Prepping for the great news. It's going to be unfortunate when it's actually a great one, Goose, and you just get to keep doing exactly what you're doing. What's that?
So that's fine.
Great one, Goose, with like 12 times the aggressiveness of a...
The great one who's like mean, so then it's like a pterodactyl when it comes down when you're trying to shoot it, it tries to attack you.
I was literally just saying 12 times the aggressiveness of water buffalo. We're on the same page here.
Oh my, for once.
For once. Which map is the best map, and can you tell me? I would say that's a matter of personal preference. It really it depends on what you mean by best map as well. I've always preferred Leighton Lakes. If you want diamonds, Quattro, Rancho, Silver Ridge Peaks as well. Maps like that tend to be pretty good for finding diamonds. Okay, time reset quick. Where's somewhere that we need to run a bit? This one. We'll time reset, go to this lake, and then come back, because we might as well take advantage of the bit of time it takes animals to walk through their zones. Been attacked by geese so many times while fishing. I don't remember where we actually went. It was some kind of field trip thing. I think it was like 8th grade. But we were walking around somewhere and a goose attacked me just out of nowhere. I didn't enjoy it. Can you say woof for no reason? No. I can, however, say woof for a reason. And that reason is because you told me to do it for no reason, which is a reason. I hope we're all clear on today's lesson. There will be an exam at 12:12 p.m. tomorrow morning. What? Tomorrow, 12:12 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Ooh, that was big brain hours.
What does your title mean? Because someone keeps asking over and over.
What does my title mean?
Yes, please explain to the class what it means.
Please explain. Alrighty, kids, gather around the campfire. Get your s'mores. Get your marshmallows roasted. Don't burn it. That one's anyway. Yeah. So there is something great coming to Call the Wild tomorrow. That's been the information that we have been given, and basically, we're also given the fact that it is going to be Te Aroa and Hirschfelden where this something great can be found, and therefore, we're probably going to be spending a bunch of time over the next, who knows, months, year. I don't know how long it's going to take to find whatever this something great is, but I do assume that we won't be on Rancho for quite some time, so I wanted to kind of make one last run through this map and make sure there's nothing amazing that we've been missing out on, basically. What is your question, Billy? Swans are mean too, are they? I've never seen a swan.
Really?
I've seen Lynn Swan play for the Steelers. That's so funny you forgot to laugh, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. May you tell me which lake I should go to in Leighton? Once again, depends on what you are after. I would say there's a lake that's known as South Lake. It's kind of more so like east center of the map, if you ask me, but that's the name of it. It's got pretty much every species on the map around it, so that might be a good one to give a look at anyway. You've never seen a swan? I don't even know where swans would be, to be completely honest. Near the water, surely, but I don't know. Are there swans in PA? Probably not. Maybe. Question 1 is, can I have a pass on the exam, you're going to have a pretty good reason for that. This exam is 12% of your grade, young man. You're not old enough to have watched Lynn Swan? Well, Lynn Swan highlights. Where's Acid? I don't see him. Am I blind? I might be. Let's see where you guys are saying hi. I still don't see him. I'll wait for him to respond. Oh, there he is. Swans can be very aggressive, especially mute swans. What? Do mute swans not, you know, make swan noises? I like how sometimes these streams become like a random lesson in something that I know nothing about. It's fun times. Only 12% I'm not shooting for an A? Well, I mean, maybe you already have a C. Have you seen your grade lately? I sure haven't, because I procrastinate. Alright, headed to hang a stain, wish I could hunt, but this time change hurt me. Oh well, big meal's worth it. Absolutely, dude, go get him. Best of luck. No rain this time. Arrow will fly straight. I like your story. Well, you see. That's a good way to start any story. I said, well, you see is a good way to start any story. Mute swan is a species? No, yeah, I figured, but do they not make swan noises? Are they called mute swans because they don't, you know, swan? What's up, Silas? What'd you miss? Not a whole lot. We've basically been trying to get around to every lake on the map that can spawn whitetail today, just to make sure that we don't have, you know, a great one that we've been missing out on, maybe one that's even spawned from one of our most recent hunts. Just really trying to cover ground and ensure that before the something great comes out tomorrow, we're not going to be leaving something good behind that we've been working on and towards for quite some time. Got woken up by a nosebleed? Oof. Swans do hiss? I know geese hiss. Do geese do that too?
Yes.
You must have shot something good, right?
No.
No?
My geese aren't coming in, so
Oh.
I might as well keep it at like 13, because that's when they all come in at one time. Because it's 12, 13. I haven't seen any in like 20 minutes.
I see. How many FPS? 60. I actually have VSync on. It's mostly for streaming purposes. If my game's running above 60 FPS, it seems that my PC has a hard time keeping it at an even 60. Like, it'll end up streaming below. I don't know if it's that it's using up too much of the GPU, because in a lot of... What is that called? Codec? I can't think of the word. There are a bunch of whitetail up here, by the way. But anyway, the GPU is needed for a lot of like the actual streaming stuff as well. So possibly by using it more to get a higher FPS, that could have something to do with the weird framiness I got. So yeah, I just run VSync and cap it at 60. Kyla's in the background. Wallfly over there. What? There's a fly on the wall. Thoughts on a second Africa map? And just want to say love your content. Keep up the good work. All the best. Well, thank you. That is something that I'm really hoping to see. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I think, you know, you go into the server lists for multiplayer games, and without fail, one of the maps that has the most servers open is Virunga Savannah. So you would think another Africa map would also do really well. Remember that small lake? Well, you know where I mean. The really small lake up in the northeast, Kyla, for whitetail.
What?
You know the really small lake up in the northeast for whitetail on Rancho? You shot a decent one in multiplayer up here. Oh,
that
spinning
little
around.
baby one?
Yeah. Look how many whitetail there are.
Wow.
So I guess we could have been using this lake to grind, because it's a pretty easy one. But no monster level 10 great ones out here, so guess we got the 2. Sometimes I know they kind of hide back in the brush here as well. I believe at least one great one has been killed here. I know Jaxie had one up in this area. Welcome back.
I shall see.
Yeah?
Close.
Close to the mic.
I just don't want to move.
Doing great over there.
Shut up. Why are you so mean to me?
I was complimenting you. What do you even mean?
Sarcastically rude.
Never. I would never do anything but speak in the most serious tones. No joking, no joshing, no nothing. Business.
Business only, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Always business.
Always. Nothing but business. Don't you know?
Sure do. That's how it started.
Indeed. What's in the update tomorrow? Well, none of us actually know. They've been pretty candid about what exactly is coming to the game. At some point. I would assume early tomorrow, so we're pretty much all in the dark. See, the one thing is, well, first of all, they've been saying something great, and they've also, in the last couple of streams, they've just emphasized the word great very, very obviously. Like, they haven't been hiding what they're doing. So I do think it's going to be a great one of some kind, but we don't know what it's going to be. So we're kind of waiting to find out. Where did that come from? Oh, I see. Wife, girlfriend, or sister. Why always the sister?
A supportive sister, if that's what I was.
I guess
My
you just
God.
out here for every stream.
Thank God it's not Alabama.
You could be both.
No.
You did it.
Sorry if that offended anyone. It's from Alabama.
Goodness gracious. Hint, hint. What do you mean? No hints. Bold prediction for 2022. Kyle and Flinter will tell us a fawn is on the way.
Oh God.
A fawn?
I want a puppy, okay?
Oh, not a fawn.
No.
Mel. Kayla?
Gross.
Who is this Kayla?
I don't know.
I know no Kaylas. Only Killakoi.
Did you know that you're the best?
No, I didn't.
Someone wanted me to tell you that.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think you're the best.
No. Try again.
No.
That ain't it.
What's up, Barbara? Poland. How's things going in Poland today? By the way, I see 500 viewers for the first time in quite some time. Appreciate you guys stopping by today. Kayla is a 12. Well.
Well.
Ranga's a really cool map. Will definitely be awesome to have a second Africa map. I think one day it's going to happen. Like, to me, it just seems inevitable from a business perspective. If 3+ years later, a particular map is still one of the most popular, do another one similar to that with new species. That just seems like good business to me, so I'm hoping. Ducks should become apex predators? I thought they already were. What a 12 out of 12 name. Chief Big Nuts, thank you for the super chat, man. You are, in fact, the best Flinter. Love watching your videos / streams. Thank you, man.
Love it. Love.
Made you laugh and everything.
Yeah, I can laugh at that, but when you
Not
try
my
to tell a
jokes.
joke, I will not.
Golly. I'll make one joke about cheese. God forbid. That's awkward. I like your name as well. What's up, man? Rona got me cooped up watching Flinter. Well, I mean, hopefully I'm gonna give you the opportunity to maybe enjoy whatever's coming to the game tomorrow. I really feel like this is a terrible decision, but I'm good at making bad decisions. Where did that go? Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. Just add an albino gray wolf to my lodge. One of the coolest looking albinos in the game, in my opinion. Both Iberian and gray wolves. That's a pretty cool one. Drowning geese over water, that's where I got most of my diamonds. So, actually, that's really smart. If you could drop them in the water, then you don't have to go move around to claim them. Are you at a lake? Or are you by one of the rivers? I would assume it. Well, I realize they're not moving water for rivers, but what looks like rivers? That bunny didn't care. That's the only reason I've been able to do any antelope jackrabbit grinding, and to be fair, it's not been successful. My diamond and rare have been multiplayer kills, despite many hundreds of antelope jackrabbit in single player. But yeah, I would intentionally spook them because they're so small they hide in all this underbrush. And then they just run a little bit and stand still, so then I shoot them. Baby Kyla just learning to walk and talk, what?
Someone said I sound like a baby.
I see. I don't agree. You don't know?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think we've officially checked this entire lake now, and there's basically no whitetail on the entire part that we had missed before. Which I guess is good. We'll go around this little, there's like a bit of a bend here that we can't see to, and then I think we're good. Are you still self-recording IRL hunting videos this year? Some of both. Kyla's been with me for the vast majority of my hunts, but there's been a couple of times in West Virginia for a little bit, and then here, like, last week she wasn't feeling that well, so rather than, you know, drag her out in the cold and have her run the camera, I've been self-filming those days. Gotta say, I had one particularly disastrous hunt in West Virginia, and I intend to, I guess the only way to explain this properly is to say that I had multiple failures which led to no footage happening, and it wasn't failure to press the record button. My battery, I forgot the main battery, second battery died before I stopped recording, which corrupted the file. Anyway, a lot of stuff happened that hunt, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't get any footage. That was an unfortunate one. Guess I was rusty from not self-filming as much. Not close to the mic. You want to come closer? No. Wow. Alright, I'm convinced. Nothing special with this lake. What are these tracks? Guess I'm not convinced enough. Just got 307 level 5 mule deer on Rancho. Wish it made diamond. I think I know what rack it would have had. It's one of my favorites, and it's nearly impossible to make diamond. This is pretty unfortunate, man. Hopefully the next one will be a little kinder. Okay, I think we can roll that one out. I do want to go and give this spot a look. What's up, Sammy? You haven't missed much of anything. We are starting to kind of rule out some of the lakes that we haven't been to in quite some time. I think this is kind of the last one we really need to hit. We got to go up here and here. Do whitetail ever drink at like this lake, either of these two, or these two, like on the far west side of the map? Does anybody know? Get Kyla her own producer mic? I actually want to get like a little lapel mic for longer streams and stuff like that. Even to, it could be switched around as well. Like let's say, if we did a dinosaur game, Kyla could take over.
Yes.
As you did, what, in May?
Only for dinosaurs.
But not primal dinosaurs. Hopefully these guys haven't spawned in yet. Sometimes going up here can kind of spook them. I've never had them there? Okay. Where do you hunt in PA unless you hunt private land? Yeah, I've been very fortunate. And it's definitely not lost on me that the opportunities that I've had have been very good. My dad got like a little over 100 acres. And then at my place here, which you guys haven't seen on any videos yet, we just have a nice little 14 acre plot, but there's enough deer around here to definitely have some opportunities, that's for sure. Is 234 max score for Axis? I want to say 237, 236, something like that. I feel like I've seen up in that range. There's a deer. Oh, they're way over there now. Nice size buck. 2 bucks, actually. Not quite diamond range. Mr. Hotshot, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Really appreciate that. Just picked up the 4570 Buffalo, one of the 300 board actions, and the 3030, and the longbow in Classic. Having some fun trying them out. I've got my heavy recurve to the point where it's nearly at 1,000 harvest, and I want to do that in a video. So I picked up the longbow last night and did a little hunting with it on Whiteheart. That was kind of a good time. But dude, that 4570 Buffalo, I don't know if you fired it yet. It is, in my opinion, the best hunting gun in all of Classic. It's so much fun to shoot like bison, water buffalo, honestly elk, you know, feral hogs, anything big you can take out with it. I think it's a cool one. How many hours do you have? Right now my hour total says 4,794. And honestly, the last month or so, my playtime has gone down significantly because I've been hunting in real life for the vast majority of the free time that I've actually had. But that, well, I'm not going to say that's going to change, but I'm probably going to either sacrifice some sleep or something with the upcoming update. A lot of people have been asking what's happening tomorrow, by the way. To reiterate, EW has basically said something great is coming to the game tomorrow, and they've been really emphasizing the word great. And they've also said Hirschfelden and Te Awaroa are the maps to look out for. So if it is another great one, like I said, they've been really emphasizing that great term. That would leave red deer, fallow deer, and Euro rabbit as the 3 species that exist on both of those maps. So it may be a great one on one of those 3. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but it is... well, nothing's confirmed, so it's hard to say, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Fallow great one? It could be. I'm not going to lie, I kind of hope it is. I think that would be maybe my preference, because the other side of a grind like that, for me at least, is that... I'm going to come back here to La Hacienda as well and look around. I've been doing like the rare fallow grind anyway, and I mean, why not just do 2 in 1? Is Hunter Primal still being updated? Nah, it hasn't been touched since 2015 or 17 or something like that. Actually, unfortunately, it was left in a kind of not so stable state. I've got a couple of videos on like how to get the game. There are websites that bought Steam keys for the game a long time ago, and you can get it. I forget what the price was, but like 15 bucks or something like that. It's kind of what you're looking for. In fact, I believe the site that I put in my video, somebody told me they no longer have keys, so I guess a lot of you guys went and bought it. But there would be other sites out there where you could purchase like third-party game keys. Just be careful if you're doing stuff like that. If you see one for like 2 bucks, it's probably a scam of some sort, so just kind of keep your eyes open for that sort of thing. Did we get along? Man, that first shot was so tough, and then the doe pushed him around. I don't know if we'll go and claim that one or not. Take a 290 Roosevelt Bull on Red Feather with a 4570 Buffalo. As I'm trying to fast travel. And you're not kidding, it sounds awesome. But trying out the longbow, I'm realizing that it shoots way high. It is tough to aim. I missed my first shot yesterday at like 5 meters on a turkey. It just takes a little getting used to. The next great one's going to be a flying dragon. If you think about it, Hirsch and Te Awaroa both have medieval-like structures. Yes. It all makes sense. A fire-breathing dragon. Guessing it's like a reskin of the Hunter Classic? Yeah, generally speaking, the weapon models, the player models, even a lot of the trees and stuff are from the Hunter Classic. but the game itself is quite a bit different. A lot of different mechanics, including the fact that there aren't very many T-Rexes in Hunter Classic, so getting chased by them is a lot of fun. Another big two here. This lake has really been spawning some big males, but haven't seen that, super special one. What's that back there? There's a couple of just nice bucks. See, it's interesting. This spot was not spawning any big bucks. And all of a sudden we kill a couple of diamonds there, and there's so many big ones again that I don't think we'll even kill them all. Turkey goblin as well. Let's see. Can I even get to 85 to 100 bucks in sight? Okay, that's a small one, but we'll take it. That guy's not diamond level 85 to 100, but he's nice. Oh, there's one right there, too. Doe bodyguards, get out of here. I think we got him. And there's one there, too, which... maybe? Ah, we got it. Nice. Okay. 4 out of there. Shot anything big? Probably 3 of the bucks in that herd were bigger than anything we've killed thus far, so not really anything huge, but we still got an hour to run around and find stuff. Big fan from Big Fan. Holy. Are you in my ceiling, fan? How come you find a crap ton of whitetail? I take hours on my little ATV. Oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't know any spawned right here. That's where those ones came from in the video. Alright, I'm learning. Anyway, I basically know where all my whitetail drink, and I've got tents set up near where they're drinking, and I am just fast traveling from zone to zone, shooting as many whitetail bucks as I can, and then moving on. Yeah, and the fact that you're on the ATV, everything within render will spook if you're on the ATV. Imagine the rack and a reindeer great one. That's something I'd really, really like to see, and I would definitely grind for that. If they did, there's some like trophy caribou that are just really wide, and they've just got like awesome palmation on the tops and on the shovels. I like the diamond reindeer and caribou, but I don't know, some of the ones in real life are so much bigger than those diamonds in game. I think we could definitely do better. Maybe a great one is the place that they could fix that, I guess you would say. What? Well, that didn't work well. I guess we hit a tree on that first shot. What's up, Tux? Can't stay, I'm at work. Just thought I'd come say hi. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Are the developers still working on this game? They most certainly are. In fact, tomorrow there is an update of some kind coming to the game. That was a nice buck, by the way, 239. It's going to be one dead there, and one dead there. Cool, we got all 4, no problem. And then we missed that small one when he was walking along. What's up, McLevin? Cool. Not bad at all. So, I've not had any bucks over here lately. We're going to fast travel anyway and take a look, but not much has seemed to be going on. What do you think the great one is going to be? Man, what do I think versus what I hope is 2 entirely different answers. EW is just, they've always loved red deer. You could see it from the very beginning. They were one of the original, like, 6 species on Hirschfelden. And when I only list Hirschfelden, I don't remember if this was ever meant to be made, like, official information, but I don't know, I heard somewhere that the game was meant to be released only with Hirschfelden, and then they ultimately rushed to get Leighton and release the game with 2 maps. So yeah, I'm considering red deer one of like the original species, and then it's on 4 maps now. So yeah, red deer, cool, there you go. I think they'd probably lean that way. I hope that they're going to do Great One Fallow though. I don't know, I just think those could be amazingly huge. I think it'd be fun. Great One Euro Hare? Great One Euro Rabbit anyway would make sense. Not to say I wouldn't grind for one, but I would be shocked if they did that. Shocked in not necessarily the worst way. Is there any bucks over here? So, the last time we had some bucks over in that zone. Oh, yep, there's one. One in the very back. Okay. So we'll get these two close ones, hopefully. Ooh, maybe. This one could not have chosen a worse spot to stay in. Z-Man Games, thank you for the super chats. I'm gonna go ahead and get these shots off real quick. Look at the single player select reserve. It shows a great one fallow. I don't think it does. I can look at what you're referring to though. It shows a great one fallow. I don't quite know what you're referring to. I said great one mallard on that post. Oh, the one that, like the pool thing that they made? Look at all them gobblers. All them chickens. They're small though. Anyway, what's up?
What's up?
More coffee.
Oh, the coffee.
Make use of a new coffee maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hunt red deer in your next vid? Most likely, yeah.
Stay tuned.
I would most certainly think we are going to be hunting red deer. Who knows? I think if they did red deer, Jackson Beard would have said something great to Te Aroa, Parque Quattro, and Hirschfelden. Okay, but here's the thing.
They're always on a loop, though.
There was no exclusivity in what was said. The statement wasn't, you're going to find it on either Hirschfelden or Te Aroa. It was, Hirschfelden and Te Aroa are like the maps to look at. That, to me, that does not say anything like to rule out Quattro or Parque. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Consider everyone asking for a red deer great one for a year, and I'm obsessed with everything red deer. I hope it is, though I think it's probably fallow since that seems to be what people want. Well, they ran that poll, and unexpectedly, I thought moose won by a landslide. That's what everybody wants to see. So, fallow or mini great one moose, maybe that. Are you actually reading these? No, Kyla whispers them in my ear and reads them. I'm illiterate. Is that even? Yeah, that means you can't read. I'm too dumb to know what the word means, but I just conflated illegible with illiterate. Special delivery! That's almost a diamond too, that would have been cool. I thought that said my real name is Frank, and I was like, what are you talking about? They had a massive psych and drop a tactical nuke on those maps? Hirschfelden could use it. They literally will be a mini moose. I think it was my first diamond fallow, because I was somewhat grinding for that for a long time. I didn't really understand the game at that point well enough to really call that a proper grind. But anyway, when I finally saw that level 5, I believe I said that. It looks like a deer with moose antlers. Do Great One Moose exist? At least at the current moment, no. Only, as of right now, Great One Whitetail are the only thing. But it certainly sounds like starting tomorrow, Great One Whitetail will have a little company in the level 10 Fabled area. Kyla's name is Frank and my name is Kyla. I knew it. I'm pulling the wool over my eyes for way too long. Sorta, Dylan. I don't know if he accomplished his goal or not. Well, this is new. Usually there are like $3 with that dough, but not today. 10:30. When do whitetails stop? Is it 11:30 or is it 12 something on Rancho? I forget. Anyway, don't know that we'll be able to cover this entire lake in the remaining whitetail drink time, but we're gonna try. There's a couple over there. My teacher told me to get off my phone, told her I gotta watch Flinter, and what did she say to that? Am I educational enough? Prob's not. As I'm out here questioning the meaning of the word illiterate. There was one other deer back in all those. I mean, that's fine because then I don't have to worry about those zones as much, but The amount of deer that I've shot from this lake, for it only now to start spawning just does is weird. I want to check around this corner too. A great one on Medved would just look amazing, like a reindeer or a moose. Or what you mean? Were you not the one that said that?
I'm going to say great one, moose on Medved.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you said moose on the... I see. Is that a thing? It ain't moving. No, I think... Because I've said that before, too, about moose hunting. Diamond moose in the snow look really, really nice. Whether it's snowy Yukon or Medved. Then, of course, you know, I had the fortune back in the day of finding an albino diamond moose on Medved. That was... I mean, as close to breathtaking as you can get in Cold Wild, I think. If it's a great one, follow. We need to race for one. Sounds like a good way to lose a race. Craig, thanks for the 10-month membership here on YouTube. Appreciate you, man. Welcome back. Did I miss anything? Nothing really to speak of, actually. We've been running around. We shot a couple of nice bucks, a couple of decent pheasants as well, which I believe we lost the score on because it finally showed up. It was not a level 3, and then I shot it near the ground as it was landing. Shot some rabbits, you know, just kind of a little bit of everything going on, but no huge whitetail, no rares. Lots of bucks over in this spot. At least there are some bucks at this particular lake, my goodness, but none that are very big. Did we get... Ow, we hit the doe. Don't know if she lifted her head or how we didn't hit the buck behind her, but that's fine. I remember that albino moose. That was awesome. That's one that I don't think I'll ever be able to forget even if I tried. It was just... That was at the time when I was looking for a diamond reindeer. That was all. I wasn't moose hunting. I happened to be at a lake that sometimes has moose. Back then I think it had moose more commonly than it does now. And like I saw the 5, like the big paddle behind a bush. I didn't know it was albino yet. That was my favorite part. Like I just thought it was a normal diamond, and then all of a sudden to realize that I was very wrong about that. Probably the happiest I've been to be wrong about something in quite some time. We get a long hit there? I don't know. They usually... Yeah, kind of... How much deer do we hit that time? We're shooting all the wrong deer. That's a little better. Unfortunately, we're shooting at the back of the herd now because things got messed up. Well, that wasn't the smoothest, but it's fine. Gotta go help my friend track a deer he just got. Oh, he just got. Good luck, man. Thank you, dude. Good luck to you guys as well. Shot a big 9-pointer this morning. Nice, Griffin. Maybe we should have got out today. I would have liked to hunt this evening, but...
Here we are.
Here we are. Gonna be dark in an hour, and I'm gonna be done streaming in 40 minutes, so... Would you play Medved if a great one was released on it? It'd be weird if anybody would just say no.
That's a
No.
hard pass. Maybe next one.
I don't like Medved. I'll wait a year and a half for the next one. I sure hope that the time between potential future great ones starts to go down. By the way, I don't think I ever got to mention it. I am... Wow.
Nice.
I wonder what we even hit there. Anyway, I am very much anticipating one of the deer species to be the next great one. As you can probably tell from my 30-06 ammo count, I'm fully prepared for some sort of grind involving the 30-06.
Bopping them all.
Indeed. Gotta love how the M1 sounds and feels. Yeah, the recoil and stuff, and I mean, the ping. There's nothing better than the ping of the M1 when you're... I don't know, if you get the fortune of getting all 5 shots off, or maybe if you started with 3, make a couple of drop shots and get that ping, it's an extra level of satisfying. Great one, Red Fox. Oh boy. I feel like I could do it. I don't know. See, I couldn't get a diamond to spawn to begin with. You know, I do wonder if that's a factor when it comes to great ones. It's really hard to say. Like, nobody knows exactly how they work to begin with, which makes anything I'm about to say entirely probably useless speculation. But I'm still very much of the opinion that certain players have like better odds of getting some diamond species than others. I think my map is, for some reason, really likely to spawn diamond javelina. I've had a bunch of them, and I really haven't tried that hard to get them. But then with like the red fox, 750 or something, and I got one troll level 9. It just doesn't seem to add up there. So when I think about how all that works, if great ones have anything to do with diamonds, or maybe even just like the odds of spawning a big animal of a certain species, some people may have better odds than others of actually getting one. Man, that's gonna... I really want to know where we hit that deer, but it is a heck of a run to get around there. Is burger the way to pronounce that? I'm guessing it probably is not, but feel free to correct me if it isn't. But thank you for the super chat. Dad shot 8 point a few minutes ago. Nice, Griffin. Wait. Either you changed your profile picture, or everybody named Griffin has something to do with killing a deer today. I'm gonna change my name. Actually pumped for tomorrow. I am too. I mentioned it earlier in the stream. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't think they're going to, and I kind of hope they don't, but it doesn't even matter if it's a great one European rabbit for all I care. Just something new, something to strive for, like really strive for in Call of the Wild again. Like, we've been doing this great one grind off and on, and there's some diamonds that we still don't have that I want to get. But when it's new, it's just different. Like, there's, I don't know, I've wanted to get a Melanistic Mountain Goat, for instance, for a while. But they're not going anywhere. They've been in the game for a year and a half or more. So, you know, that's kind of whatever. I'll get back to that eventually. But when something fresh and new comes out, it's just easier to get pumped to go after it. Yukon tends to have the bigger moose. I've had a lot of success finding level 5 moose on Yukon, I would say that. Out of curiosity, do you know the animal population tracker mod? The only reason I know anything about that is during a stream at some point, I forget exactly when, somebody explained to me what it was and how it worked. To me, that sounds like, I don't know, I just think that takes all the fun out of it. If you know the numbers of what potential trophy animals are out there, it just... the idea of it may be out there, I think, is what keeps me coming back. If I know it is or isn't, it's going to be a lot harder to do it. Got a super rare pheasant, that's pretty cool. Are moose and elk the same class? Both are class 8, yes. You think I'd attract this max weight common javelina? I don't need more common javelina diamonds. I just feel like it's going to be because that's what my map does to me. Burger, thank you for the super chat again. Hi from Sweden. Getting pretty late over in Sweden. I appreciate you sticking around the stream, man. And thank you for the support as well. It is appreciated. Look at that.
Wow.
That was right past that doe. Lucky the way he was standing, I would say. Okay, we're gonna have to fast travel here and make it quick. They are nearly-ish done drinking. Nearly-ish. One of my favorite words. Do you want Apex Connect? I think ultimately it's going to be a good thing for the community. One of the major aspects that I saw in the Call of the Wild news post they made was player reporting. It's become, I would say, unfortunately increasingly common to join a multiplayer server and, like, I've done it a couple of times. I'll, like, shoot something. There was a Silver Ridge Peaks video I did a while ago, for instance. I joined this server, and, like, the second animal I spotted was level 9 mountain lion. Those aren't all that rare, so I didn't think anything of it. nothing else around it was off. So I shot it, you know, I recorded it, I was all pleased. I killed a diamond for that video. Then I ran a little further, and I found, I forget what tipped me off to the fact that it wasn't right. I think it was a max weight level 5 black bear. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw, and I was like, oh, well, this server's been messed with. So now I gotta, not only do I have to cut that diamond mountain lion from my video, because it's not a legitimate diamond, it was hacked or modded or whatever, I also need to, at some point, which I do with all these sorts of instances, let's say I find like a, I don't know, a small, it's usually guaranteed ones, like a small horns level 5 wildebeest on Brahunga. I pass them up all the time in multiplayer because I'm trying to balance back out my diamond count. Because, you know, I shot that diamond mountain lion, it shouldn't have been a diamond, so I need to somehow -1. The only way I can figure is to pass up a diamond that I would otherwise take. So, yeah, the wildebeest are a good one to do that with, but if you could player report, and, you know, if there's obvious evidence of someone hacking, and that can be kind of dealt with, I think that might clean up a lot of multiplayer and make it more enticing to spend time on. Insert knife because I can't use it on PC? Yeah, you'd probably scratch up your screen if you did that. I see that smile. Never. This shark killed a 130-inch whitetail. That's going to be hard for me to beat. A 130 around here would be pretty tough to come by. I don't know where you're hunting exactly, but I feel that. 130 inches. That's pretty awesome, man. Well, don't know where the whitetail are going, but away seems to be the answer. So, what do we do from here? I feel like we've been to every lake that can spawn whitetail. I guess we can go back here and try to get a couple more of these bucks before we get some respawns. Got a legit Diamond Mountain Stick Rodeo. Were you the one that just posted that like yesterday or the day before? 82 something score if I remember right. Believe I saw that. Look at all these small guys out here. Maybe we got all the big ones out of this herd. I don't know. We'll shoot a couple and see. Knives are dangerous. There were knives. Steelers defense better get me 14 points. 15 just to be safe. I'm counting on them. Well, okay. We could both root for the same thing here because I need Najee Harris and Pat Fryermuth to put up like 45 combined. Which, you know, there's a chance if Chicago's pass rush is just killing the Steelers' offensive line. Ben might be checking it down to Najee. No delivery. What was that? Oh, okay.
License plate.
Golly. Let's see. Track your order. It could be one of those, you know, 8 p.m. deliveries or something too. Who knows? The whole thing is weird. Because you gotta track each individual one differently. It's a possibility. I could see it. I should have played Kittle. He got 20 points, and I think Najee will probably get 20. That'd have been good. But I was sure Kittle would be on like a pitch count. I thought he'd only play like 30 snaps. But no, he had like 100 yards. I saw your feet once. Me too. I've watched you for 3 years. That's a long time to stick around, man. I appreciate that. Found a lion at the closest lake to the first place you spawn in. Yeah, lions actually will drink there. In fact, my albino male lion, I should say, was at that lake. It was just a level 5, but right there at the starting area. Any tips for staying interested in and not getting bored of the game? Longtime player, 200 diamonds, getting bored? Yeah, one of the biggest things for me is setting goals to work towards. I've had a thing for a long time where I'm trying to make like what what is in my perspective like the ultimate trophy lodge, I guess I would call it. So I want a diamond of every species in that lodge, and then, you know, the best rares I can get, all like gold or better if I can help it. Maybe some additional diamonds, some multi-mounts. Just, there's certain things with multi-mounts. Like, for instance, the Slay Sold Separately reindeer one. I want to do a diamond reindeer, which I have, and then 2 gold or better reindeer that are rare. And I'm in the... Why did he stop tracking? I don't know. I'm just following him around. Anyway, I'm in a tough spot because I have a gold from the old scoring system that is... The score's been translated over to the new scoring system, and I don't know how accurate it is. Just had an email. I thought maybe they just delivered it after you stopped looking. Anyway, yeah, then I have a Melanistic that's just below gold. So, like, I guess I gotta keep grinding if I want to meet my goal. But that's been the big thing for me is setting goals and having something towards to work towards. Got about 30 minutes. I guess we're going to change the time and switch maps and see if we get anything new to spawn. Falcons, well, they went and beat the Saints yesterday. None of the NFL makes sense. The Jags beat the Bills. The Vikings played the Ravens close. The Cowboys, was it 30-0 with 5 minutes left, and then they scored 16 points in kind of garbage time? I don't know who's gonna be good, you know, in December, January. Nothing makes a lick of sense to me. Only has the Braves going for it. I mean, when a team of any sport wins the championship from your city, you gotta appreciate it. You were the first Call of the Wild YouTuber I watched when I first started playing mid-2020. Well, I'm honored, man. Giants won? Who did they play? The Raiders, right? I think. Why am I going to... I know how to play this game. I almost just went to the Trophy Lodge. No one cares about the Giants? Wow. The Saints also had Trevor Siemian to QB? True, but they did and beat the Buccaneers too, so... It's not like... and it's also not like Jameis Winston was Drew Brees at any point. So... I feel like it was still a fairly significant win. Got anything good yet? Nothing really to speak of. It's been pretty slow. The Chiefs this year? Well, they're above 500. Cincinnati is in pain today. They went from the top seed in the AFC to losing to the Jets. And then the Browns went in and just destroyed them. Like I said, I can't make sense of any team. I finally thought, you know, the Bengals were going to be good. The Titans, I think, might actually be good, but the Rams just killed themselves last night, so how much can you really read into that? I just don't know. Mentioning crappy teams, the one in the Giants fit. There were others, too, if I do recall. Let me scroll through, because I thought there was... I don't know how much my own fantasy lineup's going to help me, but at least it'll show me some teams and scores. The Packers-Chiefs game kind of is lame. Oh, the Cardinals went in. It's not like they're a bad team, but with Colt McCoy at quarterback, the 49ers are supposed to be, like, not terrible. What's up, winners? Better late than never. We were waiting for you to find anything good. We've been out here this entire time and haven't had much to speak of. Shot anything IRL? I've been somewhat trying to avoid spoilers for the eventual IRL hunting content, but I'll say I've let arrows fly. I do still have my buck tag in my pocket. How's that? Not too many spoilers. You can figure out a little bit from there. Most of the underdogs won? Yeah, and not even against the spread, like straight up won, right? Where are these little gerbils? Gerbils with teeth. What?
What?
Javelina. Since they're not pigs. I usually say guinea pigs, but I wanted to change it up. Because it says pig in it. But guinea pigs aren't pigs, right? I'm not a biologist. Has Kyla killed anything? Time? And that bug on the wall a couple of weeks ago during the stream?
Wow.
That was fun. Golf casting you. Approaching the bug to kill it. Shot a big one. Big one, bub, whitetail season. I'm missing something. But if you shot a big whitetail buck in Maine, if I'm reading that right, that is pretty epic. The deer in Maine are just different. Their antlers grow different. I think they're really cool though. I'd love to kill a Maine buck someday. Do you fish at all? Yeah, but I might as well retire. I catch one fish on my first cast and that's it. Do you watch college football? I've gotten more into it. Well, maybe not into it. I've gotten to the point where I'll watch it if it's on more than I used to. But you know, there's not a team that I root for. I barely know any college players. I don't know if I know any right now. Last year I would have known at least a lot of the top quarterback prospects, but as far as I know, this year there aren't even very many. About to hit Hirsch for Red Fox with 30-30. Basically my dream hunt, if my dream is a nightmare. What's that, Motion? First time tuning into a live stream? Well, I'm glad you can make it, dude. We've been out here trying to basically ensure that there's no special whitetail still on our Rancho map prior to the update coming tomorrow. So not only has there been no special whitetail, there's been no, you know, diamonds, rares. Didn't you see a piebald doe on my map and not shoot it?
Mm-hmm.
Where was that at? Because I haven't seen that.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't remember.
Well,
It's been a week.
was that the day you shot the diamond?
Yep.
I was hunting that day. That was November 3rd, so it's been 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I do recall.
I'm gonna remember.
Well, it's because I saw a big buck in real life, and November 3rd is just the day I see big bucks, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
November 1st and 3rd seems to be my days. Do you know it was National Bison Day 2 days ago? I did not. Do you know what's coming with tomorrow's update? I do not. Something great. I'm guessing a great one of some kind. They keep on saying that, but yeah, at this point, we are probably not much more than 12 hours away, maybe 14 hours away, something like that, from officially knowing, so I'm pretty much, I've speculated as much as I can speculate. I'm just waiting for the update at this point. Is this your job? It is. Well, hello there. Mr. Grunty Lad, who I can't see. Does the update affect all maps? I don't know that either. If I remember right, was it the Rancho update or something? It did like a pop reset for all whitetail, including over on Layton, and there were a couple of people that were a little less than pleased with such things, so I don't know. I would hope they'd be clear about what's going on, but considering we haven't had any information about that yet, I kind of think we're going to have to just find out tomorrow. Effect, I wouldn't know the difference. Drop out probs, I guess. Maybe they're bringing a troll great one? A Euro rabbit would be a troll great one enough for me.
A reindeer. No troll. Could you imagine a great one trolling?
It just wouldn't make any sense.
I know it wouldn't. But could you imagine since
It'd be
reindeer already
so
troll
frustrating.
so bad? I wouldn't even trust to go there.
But it's not a score number.
Yeah, true.
I think that's where it differs. That's a wide... They're both weird. Wide, low, small boys. There was a max weight track. I don't know if he never made it over this far or what. I like this spot though. That's a big help. I try my best, you know. Should I get Rancho del Arroyo or should I get the goose pack to make money? I guess it depends on like what point you are in the game. The goose pack makes a lot of difference, and I would also say that you can play maps that you don't own in multiplayer. As long as someone in the game owns the DLC, the game will stay open, and then if, like let's say, all the players that own the DLC leave, it will stay open for 15 minutes, then the game shuts down. So you can, you can try out Rancho and multiplayer a little bit, see if you like it enough to buy it, and if not, get to the Goose DLC. They can literally troll us and bring the trolls from Tearoa to Hirsch. Oh god. Those freaky things running around, that would be terrifying. Hey, by the way, I haven't got to watch the thing you sent me yet, Ormy, but I definitely intend to. It looked intriguing. What map would you like to have as a DLC from the Nordic countries? I don't know enough about the game species over there really to help me make a very informed decision. I just kind of... I mean, if it was listed out for me like, this country has this big game, this country has this big game, it might be easier for me to make a choice like that. What's up?
No, I'm just reading someone's name.
Oh. Beautiful. You got me into Call of the Wild, but what are your preferred perks and skills? So actually, if you're in my Discord, or if not, you can join that from the link in the description or the link there in chat that Kyler just posted. I've got screenshots of all my skills and perks there. It would be a little easier than, me going through them all and you trying to take a bunch of screenshots right now, so that would probably be the ideal way to go and see them. Can you do a whitetail vid about drink zone locations? Did Scarecrow do one for Rancho?
What's that?
Didn't Scarecrow do a video for Rancho with like all the whitetail drink zones that he found?
Yes, he's got a guide.
Yeah, check that out. You could look up. Are you gonna get the link?
Just get this on.
Okay. Yes. So Kyle's gonna link his channel. You can go to his channel and find it. You could probably search Scarecrow Whitetail Guide or something like that. Oh jeez, that tent placement. Not my best work, I do say. Sound like I just stepped on a can. What was that? It was like a metal crunchy sound. That's kind of odd. Should I get a map or a gun pack? Again, it kind of depends on what you already have. There are some weapon packs that are, in my opinion, very much worth the money, and some that are more so, they're fun to use, but they're not the kind of thing where their gameplay impact is massive. Speaking of massive, a couple of nice bucks. We haven't had any really big ones here at La Hacienda, and then all of a sudden there are 3 max weight bucks. Sounds about right. What does Kyla do next to me?
Yeah, like when you're shooting.
What do you usually do?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, a lot of times she's, shooting geese and Call of the Wild, getting a level up. Playing Classic a lot lately has been the, the activity of choice, I guess I would call it. Been a fun little thing to do together as well. The last month, I think October 9th was when you started, so yeah, last month. Why I remember that, I don't know. Why am I so bad at lung-shotting whitetail out there? They both were bad shots. Well, we vertebrae shot the one, so that one's gonna die. I think the follow-up was good. What just happened? I'm not trying to shoot him with birdshot today. Well, it's going to require some tracking, but I think we kill the bucks anyway. More like shooting monsters in Classic. She's pretty good at doing that.
It's been a while. A couple weeks.
No, it hasn't.
How long has it been?
Like 5 days ago, you shot a werewolf bigger than any I've ever killed.
Okay. I forgot about that.
You sent me that picture and I was just like, oh. That 380 mark, that one I've always wanted to cross, don't worry, Kyla got it.
Just a comment, it's fine.
My gold was 379 something, I wish I could have been cool. What gun are you using for the whitetail? I've been pretty much exclusively using the M1. It's a part of the Smoke and Barrels weapon pack. I believe that is just what it's called. They used to be numbered as weapon pack 1, 2, and 3, and then for some reason they called this one Smoke and Barrels, but yeah, it's the grinding weapon of choice for most people, I would say. Worth it. It's semi-automatic. That's the big advantage of this one versus, say, the 303, the 30-06, I don't know, the 270. They're all bolt action, whereas you get that semi-auto, you can get so many shots off in a short period of time. It really, really increases the number of whitetail you can bring down in, say, you know, an hour or however long that you're hunting. Yesterday I got my first diamond. Nice, Corbin. I was gonna say, what a few days I haven't shot a big animal in Classic unless you count a 185 whitetail as a monster. I had that 267 red deer on Hirsch. That was during yesterday's stream. I don't know if that counts as a monster either. I certainly wouldn't say so. I think 270 plus might count as a monster. Other than that, the 279 gold werewolf was nice. And then probably that moose off of Kyla's map. So, you know, it would be Kyla's map anyway. Any big update you'd like to see in the future? I really, really want to see like some kind of Africa map. I don't care too much exactly what they do, just another Africa map. Just got here, what all happened? We've shot a lot of whitetail, some rabbits, some, well, at least a bobcat, and some pheasants. But no rares, no diamonds, nothing really special to speak of. Looks like both of our bucks will have gone down. The official McChicken Federation, that is a fantastic name. Yeah, that's someone we vertebrae shot, so they both should be dead. Somewhere. I'd like to see a 22-250 get added in a weapon pack. Yeah, that or like a 17 HMR would be, as far as weapons go, probably the two I'd like to see the most. I'm still not sure exactly where they would class that to really do it properly, but then again, I think the weapon class system needs kind of like an overhaul anyway. You look at something like the 6.5. I really want to do a comparison, by the way, 6.5 versus Mosin, because I think the difference isn't as big as it probably ought to be, considering the classes for the two weapons. But yeah, maybe if they put the 6.5 as like a 3 to 7, it might make more sense. Look at all these bunnies. The biggest male I've ever seen out here. Goodness gracious. 1 to 2. When diamond is 6. Playing Call of the Wild right now as well? Nice. Do you like the hound? Yeah, for situations such as this, when the shot placement isn't ideal, they can really save a lot of time in tracking. I'm pretty big on, like, efficiency and trying to, you know, waste as little time as possible when it comes to hunting in Call of the Wild, and a lot of times the doggos make a big difference when it comes to that. Looking for all these rabbit tracks quick. Always looking to see if I can nab another diamond rabbit, but no such luck. Okay, got 10 minutes. Where are we gonna go? Back here? Did we go back here already, though? I don't think since we changed the time we did. I forget. We'll go and look. We'd be doing even better if the 8 point I saw earlier would have come back by my stand right now. I feel that. The big one I saw this year so far, the biggest one I've seen this year, was also an 8. as much as I always like, so I've had my first $5 in a row all increased by a point. So I had like a 5 point, 6 point, 7 point, 8 point, 9 point, and then my $6 was also a 9 point. So that broke the little thing I had going. Someday I do want to get, you know, at least a 10 point. I want to break double digits as far as that goes, but there's just something about like a real nice 8. It's just like what I would call the standard whitetail frame, I guess. You get a really big one, they just look so impressive. That's a doe, right? They couldn't have really stood in a worse spot. That's kind of how that goes. Next great one, I think, fallow. I'm hoping for fallow. I don't know exactly what I think, but fallow is the one I'm hoping to see, so fingers crossed for tomorrow, and I don't know when exactly we'll know, but hopefully we find out soon. What's up?
Just gonna check something.
I see. Is it going to be a great one, fallow? Assuming that it is in fact a great one, and I keep on saying this too, like, if they keep, you know, if they're saying like it's going to be something great, if it's not a great one, it better be something really good, because everybody thinks it's going to be a great one. Assuming that it is, and they've told us Te Aroa and Hirschfelden, that basically leaves red deer, fallow deer, and European rabbits. I'm hoping for fallow. I don't know, it's EW. They quite like red deer. And who knows? Maybe they're going to do European rabbits and just troll the heck out of all of us. My buddy shot a 180-inch deer a few days ago, got a low Ohio bucks. 180 inches, goodness gracious. It's such a crazy thing. Like, my cousin has some, I think they were co-workers at one point, now they're friends anyway, but he hunts in Ohio, and I've got some family in Ohio and stuff. Anyway, I sent a picture of what I believe to be a 5.5 or a 6.5-year-old buck to one of my Ohio friends, and they were like, "Oh, that's a nice young deer." And I just, are you kidding me? It's like the most mature, huge PA buck I've ever seen. But yeah, they look at antlers and it's not 180 inches, so it must be 2.5 years old. Will they be fixing the lag problems on Rancho? I hope they can at least do something. I don't know for sure if they intend to fix that or not. My dad has 2 200-inch whitetails. I don't even have one in the Hunter Classic, and your dad's got 2 in real life. What am I doing wrong? Smoked a 6-point on Saturday. Nice. Called in from 120 yards. That's how I got my my first bow buck. Called in from about the same distance. That's always cool to bring him in from that far. E2 in your house yet? Indeed. It's been an interesting move-in process. When it comes to, you know, I mean, probably the worst time of year to actually have to move, because, I mean, hunting and stuff, if we're not hunting, sleeping, or eating, it's like YouTube videos or, you know, the amount of time that we have left to do anything is pretty limited. So after hunting season, I think it's going to be a lot easier to kind of get stuff situated, but, you know, slowly but surely we're making progress. We should have, I don't know if it's, I haven't gotten any updates on delivery, but we should have a new bed by the end of the week. Mattress and stuff is all, it's like, I don't know, 3 different deliveries of stuff, which is going to be lovely, because sometimes they decide to just not deliver stuff to here, but we'll see.
Rude.
They hate us. Will we be able to read this out of 500 people? Nope. I live in Punxsutawney. How far are you from there? Not too far. Without giving too many specifics, when we went camping, Kyle and I went camping back in May. We went through Punxsutawney to go there, and we only were driving an hour and a half, so within an hour and a half of that, I'll give you that much. I didn't even know there were any bucks over in this zone. Well, lucky we got a lung, because that wasn't a good shot. New bed is the best feeling. Yeah, and we've been, so it's the house was built in the 30s. Wow, that Doe was just climbing a rock. Anyway, the 30s or 1930s. So it's small and like they've just used space really well, like a lot of storage and stuff like that. I really like it. But anyway, somehow, some way, the previous owners had like a full-size mattress in one of the guest rooms, and they literally could not get it back out. So they just left it there. So we've been sleeping on like that with a mattress pad, and I mean, it's fine. It's comfortable. It's more comfortable than my old bed. But looking forward to a proper new one. I don't know how we'll ever get that out of here, because it was kind of an intentional decision to get one delivered, because they do the whole, I don't even know what it is. Is it vacuum sealing essentially?
Yeah, like in the box.
Yeah, like so it's gonna be way smaller, and it will never be that small again. So I don't have a clue, like if we ever need to move it, how we go about that process, but who knows?
Chuck it out the balcony door.
See that? I told my mom we could maybe bring it up over the balcony. She's like, no, there's no way you could do that.
If we chuck it out, it might slide down.
No. That would be insane if it did that.
No, it's funny though.
You have to go jump on it and go sailing. Lord, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I appreciate that. Sailing away on a mattress. Yeah, what the heck? What did we hit? That shot should have been fine. Anyway, I forget exactly how it went, but my cousin is friends with a guy that just kind of, I don't know, semi-innocently is just really bad at like sharing natural resources, I guess. So when it comes to fishing, if anyone's fishing anywhere near him, he wants to find a way to like make them leave. I don't know, there was like a couch that was discarded in some way near where he was fishing, and there were people fishing downstream from him. He literally lit the couch cushions on fire and set them down the stream to get the people to leave. I think it worked. Not something I'd recommend doing, but to each their own, I guess. Small buck. Small buck. As long as none of these say 97 and 110, we don't need to worry about it too much. It is nice to know there are still bucks spawning down on this part of the lake. Turkey's gobbling for days. Can you show how many diamonds we have? I can. The number is going to be incorrect, however I know what the correct number should be. So it says 1,116. Basically, there was a period of time, I think right after Bloodhounds came out, where for some reason, the game was counting golds as diamonds. Look at that, there's bucks spawning over there now too. What the heck, this is all new. Right when we're going to be switching gears, potentially grinding for something else. That would make sense. Well, anyway, so yeah, we knew when the update was coming along to fix that, where the game was counting diamonds incorrectly, and I was able to basically intentionally shoot enough golds to where it was exactly 300 above what it should have been, because I knew how many diamonds I had prior to all that happening. So, yeah, we hit the dough there. It should be 816, is my very long-winded answer. How long have I been playing? Since the beginning, actually. I was fortunate enough when there was like it wasn't an open beta, but it wasn't a closed beta for Call of the Wild. Back in December of 2016, it was like a lottery draw thing. Like you could put in your email, and if you got drawn, they'd give you a key to test the game. I did that and actually didn't get my email drawn, but a viewer at the time put in like 5 emails and they got 2. So they gave me a code and I got to play it in December 2016, and I bought the game on release day as well. My cousin in Ohio has a 17-point buck on their property that they want to get bigger so they can shoot it. It's such a different thing. And you know, I will say, like, being picky about which deer you shoot and trying to only shoot mature deer, that is something that I really do enjoy. It's not only about, like, getting the biggest antlers. I don't care about that too much. Obviously a big buck is always like the dream. But if do you guys remember that buck last year? I believe he was 2.5 or 3.5 at the time. He had just one big like 12-inch spike on one side, and then just like a little 3. He wasn't big, but if he's still around and still looks like that, if he's 3.5, I'd shoot him. Now, I'm not in, you know, Missouri or Iowa or Illinois where 5.5 is the age they consider mature for whitetail. 3.5 for PA, I'll call that good. Sometimes I'll pass a small 3.5, but yeah, I think this year I'd shoot that buck if I saw it. Now, there are some, I think we've got 2 that are at least 5.5 running around, and well, one I know has been alive as recently as 5 days ago. One we haven't seen since October, but there were 2 that were 5.5. So, you know, there's some older deer too, but yeah, I don't know. The thing about it is like trying to, I guess, maximize the whole fair chase and everything like that, I guess, is what it comes down to. Like, I want to chase the... is it putting... I don't know if this is the right terminology, but like putting your hunting skills and knowledge and all that to the test. Sometimes I have conversations with hunters that, like, they're like, yeah, shoot a button buck, they're the best meat, or shoot a fawn. And I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like that's not even fair chase. I can walk up to them sometimes. I don't want to do that. That's kind of where all that comes from. Anyway, I think, I didn't even know, oh, this is that doe that we shot. Hit it by accident. I'm not going to claim that. We've been pretty intentional about not claiming does when we do these grinds, pretty much because we don't want the big sad of a rare doe spawning in. Not that it affects anything at all. It just sucks, like when you're trying to get a great one, or, you know, some rare whitetail or whatever, or rare bucks, and then a rare doe spawns off a random accidental kill. It's a little deflating, so just gonna leave that go, and we shouldn't get any fresh respawns from that. But I think on that note, that is going to do it for this stream. So I don't know exactly what's going to go on tomorrow. I mentioned earlier in the stream, and I kind of like the idea, I might try to make an early video tomorrow, kind of do like a late morning IRL hunt, and then come back and stream noon-ish, or maybe I can be done by noon-ish, something like that, to do a later hunt. I don't know. It's going to be November 9th. It's getting real close to lockdown, and I don't want to miss more hunting than I have to, so hopefully there can be another stream tomorrow. I don't know exactly what the plan is going to be. I will try to post on the community tab, though, as soon as I have a better idea. Look at that big male. I saw a super chat coming through, so quick opportunity to, oh god, make a terrible shot on the biggest male mule deer I've ever seen. Might be able to fix that, I don't know. Lungs, maybe? No. Barbara, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I do appreciate that. Mule deer is just running forever. He's gonna die. Guess we can go and get him real quick. You can't end. I just seen the great one. Holy. Was it that level 1 mule deer? When you kill those and leave them and not claim them, do they spawn less? No, it should just respawn as the same animal. I believe that's what that should be doing. Off to Lady then is Lady Live. I don't know what she's up to tonight. Got a melanistic male and albino female gray wolf, one after the other yesterday. That's pretty cool, Watson.
She is doing multiplayer. She's got a fallow on the front. So.
Well, there you go. Okay. Send a little mini raid over to Lady Legend then. I know she had one of the longest and most dedicated Great One grinds for whitetails, so if we have another great one coming tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see what she gets up to. So yeah, Kyla is going to post Lady's link there in the chat. You got it right there. You can go ahead and click on that. We'll send a little mini raid over that way. We've got our 61 scoring 4-point mule deer, absolute tank of a buck. And yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. And I hope to see you in a live stream tomorrow. Bye.